In a small forgotten town there lived a man named Thomas. He worked in a dull office, processing paperwork for a company that manufactured mundane products. Each day was a monotonous cycle of numbers and deadlines, where the only colors in his life came from the fluorescent lights overhead. Thomas lived alone in a cramped apartment, its walls bare and unadorned, reflecting the emptiness he felt inside. His neighbors were distant figures, shadows that passed by without a word. The silence of his home echoed the solitude of his existence. He often found himself staring out of the window, watching the world go by, feeling like a ghost in his own life. One evening, as the sun dipped behind the mountains, Thomas decided to take a walk. He wandered through the town, past the closed shops and empty streets until he reached the old park. It was a place that once thrived with laughter and joy, but now lay in disarray. The swings creaked in the wind, and the grass was overgrown, a testament to neglect. Sitting on a bench, Thomas watched as a group of children played nearby, their laughter piercing through the veil of his loneliness. For a moment he felt a flicker of warmth in his heart, but it quickly faded as he remembered his own childhood, a time filled with dreams that had long since withered. He had once aspired to be a writer, to create stories that would resonate with others. But life had other plans. Responsibilities and fears had stifled his passion, leaving him trapped in a life he never wanted. As darkness enveloped the park, Thomas stood to leave, but his foot caught on the edge of the bench. He stumbled, falling to the ground. In that moment, he felt a sharp pang of vulnerability, as if the universe was reminding him of his fragility. He lay there for a moment, staring at the stars that began to twinkle above, feeling utterly insignificant against the vastness of the night sky. With a heavy heart, he picked himself up and walked home, the weight of his unfulfilled dreams pressing down on him. That night, he sat at his desk, the blank page before him a cruel reminder of his silence. He picked up a pen, but the words wouldn't come. Instead, he found himself writing a single line over and over. "I am not a painter, but I wish I could create." Days turned into weeks, and the cycle of despair continued. Thomas often returned to the park, seeking solace in the memories of a happier time, but each visit only deepened his sense of loss. He observed the children, their joy a stark contrast to his own. He felt like a spectator in a world that had moved on without him, a man trapped in a canvas of gray. One rainy afternoon, as he sat at his desk, he received a letter. It was from an old friend inviting him to a reunion. For a brief moment, hope flickered within him. Perhaps this was a chance to reconnect with the past, to reignite the spark that had long been extinguished. But as quickly as it came, the doubt followed. What would he say? How could he face them after all these years of silence? In the end, Thomas chose not to attend. He remained in his apartment, surrounded by the shadows of his unfulfilled potential. The letter sat on his desk, a reminder of the life he could have lived but never did. Each day blended into the next, a never-ending cycle of gray, where the colors of his dreams faded into oblivion. As the years passed, Thomas became a ghost in his own life, a man who existed but did not truly live. He was not a painter, nor a writer, nor anything that brought him joy. He was simply a man lost in the silence, waiting for a life that never came.